in the making. Curing, our first male cure, is here with us. Can you believe? Oh my god, I am getting a little emotional here. Hello everyone, it's Leo and I'm here to talk about the adorable episode 9 from Hirogaru Sky PreCure, which was super lovely. I got really emotional while watching it. Tsubasa's story is, can I say it's relatable? I think it's relatable. I'll get there. So the episode started right where the other one left off. Tsubasa was not able to fly, but he gave us a little bit of comedy by getting to the city. I really like that moment because at the same time that we can see Tsubasa falling down and suffering, he has the power for standing up and finding another way of getting where he needs to be. So I love the determination. I love the way he tries hard for the things he must do. And I really like the idea of him protecting Elle and the whole night thing that they are giving to his character. And the reasoning for that is even better. I'll get there as well. So we have Cure Sky and Cure Prism trying to battle. I really liked the way they were, trying to maneuver their way across the sky, and that wasn't really working. And it's very ironic that they're not able to fight. Cure Sky isn't able to fight in the sky. That's weird, but at the same time, kind of ironic and kind of funny too. And so I really liked the way they were both trying to find ways of using Prism's power to get there. Prism creating platforms with her light beams. I really, really like that. And at the same time, we have Crazy Elle trying to arrive on that spot. And I love how they're giving Elle some agency. We've had babies in PreCure before, but most of the time they're just babies. In Elle's case, it seems that she knows clearly what's going on. She can't really act because, well, she is a baby, but she knows and she seems to be very smart. So she's going with her little boat and she's controlling it and she's trying. And when Kabaton notices that she is there, he quickly gets into his focused mode and goes after her. And here's one thing that bothered me a little bit. It was very easy to defeat Sky and Prism. Very easy. Like, girlies, you were stronger in past episodes. I get the need of them getting defeated. I get it. But, sometimes I feel like the battles could be better crafted. So we have Tsubasa in a super adorable way standing up and saying, baby, you're gonna fight me. I'm your opponent. And then he's like, oh, what can I do? And then he runs away. I love the way Elle saves him. As I said, Elle knows what she's doing. She can understand the situations around her. And she is not just a passenger in the story. She takes action. She is taking action. And this is something I was not expecting to see in Hirogaru Sky. I was not expecting to see this for a baby character. And I'm really enjoying it. And some funny moments here and there with Kabaton capturing them and the way the little boat cannot handle two bodies at once. Very funny in a way and a little tragic on the other. And look, we're on episode 9, and I feel like Kabaton has really made his mark on the franchise. He is a villain that is trying everything he can to capture Elle and defeat the Cures. He is creating different plans, he's trying to create different Renborgs with different powers, and this time he was able to create a Renborg that almost won. I really like that, surprising. Very surprising. And another thing that I really loved about Kabaton in this episode is that Kabaton is a very funny villain. He is goofy, he's funny, but he is cruel. He is able to be cruel when he needs to be. After he captured both of them, the way he deals with Tsubasa and the way he talks to Tsubasa, is very cruel, and he is able to be like that. I loved him eating bananas and, throwing a banana peel on Tsubasa. Very sad, but I like when villains are able to be cruel like that. And, capturing L and throwing Tsubasa away and opening up a portal to give Princess L to the Underg Empire. Really like the kabababa thing to summon the portal, very nice. And also his arguments. I think that it's nice that we're able to understand not only Kabaton, but the whole dynamic of the Underg Empire. Kabaton wants to be stronger, and he also wants food, he wants comfort. We can think of that as just a funny villain, but I feel like there might be something else there. I feel like maybe life in the Underg Empire might not be easy, so he is doing what he can to improve his life, to get a better life for himself, become strong to be respected, have a house, have food that might be scarce in that place. That's what I got from the whole thing that Kabuton was saying. And at the same time, we have Tsubasa going back to the UFO to get Princess L. We really like that moment because we could see how Tsubasa is smart, and he also has his own plans, just like Kabuton, and he is playing with his own cards. He can't fly, so he used Princess L's little boat that can carry him by himself, and he was able to get her back. And on that scene, again, another moment of L understanding the situation. He told her to keep quiet. She told him to keep quiet as well. She knows what's going on around her. I love it. At the same time, we have Ageha. I loved Ageha's inclusion in this episode. I am loving Ageha's inclusion in this season. We know that she's going to become Pure Butterfly. We do. But for now, she is just Ageha. And she is doing everything she can. She is trying very hard to find a way to help the girls. And she knows Pure Sky. She knows Pure Prison. And now she is doing everything in her power to help them in battles. And that's what she did today. It was really nice. She created a plan. She woke the girls up. She brought them up to battle like girls. And Pure Sky was like, what's going on? And she's like, you have no time to ask anything now. Fight first. I love this type of attitude. Yes, we can talk about it, but not now. There are other priorities. I absolutely love it. And she created her own plan. It didn't work. But at the end of the day, what matters is that they are giving her agency as well. They're connecting her to the plot of the show. How cool is that? Like, this is something that in 20 seasons we've never had. And as I said, I am loving every second of Ageha. She is incredible. And then the plan didn't work. And the plan was a little weird to me because, okay, I can understand the physicality part of it, Prism using her power and then hitting the ground. But I keep on wondering, like, if it were other cures from other past seasons, they wouldn't have fell into the ground like that. Sometimes it's just a little weird to me. But still, very nice that they tried to do something, that they created a plan, they crafted something, and they tried their best. They fell down, they stood up, they tried it again, and they kept on trying, they kept on doing what they had to do. And at the same time, we had Tsubasa and L trying to maneuver the whole situation, but unfortunately, they couldn't. And that scene really broke my heart when Tsubasa and L were escaping, and Tsubasa was holding on L's boat to run with her. But the boat cannot carry more than one person, or actually like a small person. And he ended up letting go and he fell down. I got really heartbroken at that moment because it's like Tsubasa kind of giving up. He tried everything that he could try. He did everything that he could. But still, he couldn't. He wasn't able to fly. He didn't manage to get the ability to fly. He's a bird from Underg Empire. from Underg. He's a bird from the Puni bird tribe. Oh, by the way, Kabaton knows he's from the Puni bird tribe. So Kabaton knows things from Skyland. What is the relation between Underg and Skyland? What is going on? This series, this season is blowing my mind. And I love how they're just throwing hints here and there. The Underg Empire, people from the Underg Empire know things about Skyland. At least Kabaton does. So if he does, probably they all do. And so, when he was falling down and he was reflecting on everything that's been going on with him, I really felt it in my heart because sometimes we try everything we can. We give it our best, and we're not able to make it. We're just not. But then, at that moment, Elle was looking at him, and Elle used her own power to save him, to make him at least float in the air. And that is another thing that makes me think. Sometimes we try our best to do something, and we can't. But there are helping hands that help us, that's, stick their arms, throw their hands towards us, and are able to support us in a way that we can believe in ourselves again. And I feel like that's more or less what happened at that moment, because with Elle's power, Tsubasa understood that Elle was supposed to be protected, not only because she's a baby and she cannot defend herself, but also because she's a little girl that's far away from home, far away from her parents, in a place that she knows nothing about, with people that she knows nothing about, and she had to restart her life. And even though she has found people that are protecting her, that are still with her, she probably is suffering. She's probably homesick. She's probably missing her parents. It's not that he wants to help her or protect her because she's indefensible. No, it's deeper than that. And I love the way he works with it and he connects with the whole situation, And then we have Cure, Prism, and Sky finally being able to land a hit. It was directly Cure Sky, but Prism had her own importance in that. And because of Tsubasa's courage of letting go of everything to protect Elle, and his courage of running towards his dream with all his might, his feelings were able to connect with Elle, and the whole situation began. A new power was born. Elle saw that on him, and we had the Mirage Pen appearing for Tsubasa. I love that moment because Sada, or Cure Sky, was the one to give the command to Elle give him the power. I loved that. And she knew, she understood the situation, and she could see that Tsubasa was fit to be a cure. Love that. It was not only Elle. Sada had her importance at that moment as well. And then he became Cure Wing. History in the making, as we've been saying. Our first male cure being born with such a beautiful and charming transformation. I loved it. Cure Wing appeared. What a moment. And what a character. I feel like everything worked perfectly, especially because of the way they crafted Tsubasa as a character. I love him. I root for him. I think he deserves to fly. And that's what he did. He flew. He was able to fly and catch Elle in a very adorable scene. I loved that. Super nicely animated. And he also saved Cure Sky from falling as well. And at that moment, he was able to connect a little bit with Prism and even with Ageha. I loved that Ageha moment. Oh my god, what a moment from Ageha. Girl, that was so incredible. So incredible. And then Cure Wing was able to prove that he is able to fly and fight in the sky. And that's what he did. The fighting scene, I don't know if we can call that a fighting scene because there wasn't properly a fighting scene. We just had Cure Wing flying and performing his own attack. Wing attack, that's the name of it. And I really like it. You know, the way he just creates like a projectile with his own body and just, you know, wrecks the UFO. I really like his solo attack. But this was the only letdown of the episode to me. It was such a bummer that he could not defeat the Lemborg by himself. I have a problem with cures that are not able to have finishers. Why couldn't the attack be stronger and finish the Lemborg? I know, I understand, we need to sell the toys, so we need an attack with the toy, so then Sky and Prism had to perform Updraft Shining. I understand it. I know I'm not new to the fandom. I'm not new to the franchise. But still, a bummer. I was very disappointed. I'm not going to lie. He could have his own attack with the weapon. Why not? He has a Sky Tone. And his Sky Tone is also going to be sold anyways. So why not give him an attack with the Sky Tone if you want him to have a finisher? What's the problem in that? That was the downside of the episode to me. That sucked, not gonna lie. But still, loved it. That was such an incredible moment, seeing Cure Wing fly in the sky, capture L with his own hands. Oh my god. And then, at the end, we see a little bit more of that connection, especially between Tsubasa and Sora, the way Tsubasa thanked Sora. And I feel like there is this underlying sense that both of them are working towards their own goals. And Tsubasa is working very hard to fly, and he was able to achieve his dreams, while Sora is working hard to be a hero. Both of them inspired each other very nicely. And I really liked that Mashiro was writing in L's notebook, and especially with L's weight, like it's like an actual way of taking care of a baby. Very, very sweet. So, what a moment. What a moment we've had in this episode. It was incredible. I think it's really like history in the making. Our first male cure, and it's just not a simple story at all. It's a very special one. Burb has captured our hearts. At least mine, he did. I'm pretty sure he captured your heart as well. Now let's talk about the Hero Corner. Hero Corner is my favorite moment of the episode. And for me, the Hero Corner would have to be that specific moment that Cure Wing remembered what his father told him. His father was talking about his ability to fly, and he didn't know how he was able to fly. And he just said, I was just desperate. And Wing noticed, I don't even know if Wing noticed, but I think he did. He noticed that for him, it was the same. He was desperate to find a way to fly and save Elle, or Princess, as he says. I love the way he calls Elle Princess. Very beautiful. And I really liked the connection between what his father did and what he did. Inspired by generations, getting inspirations from your parents or passing through generations is something that always gets me. And I love when the older generation can inspire the younger generation in a good way like this. What an incredible moment to me that was as well. So that is my Hero Corner. Please share yours in the comment box. Anyways, babies, this is all for now. This was my opinion on the 9th episode from Hirogaru Sky PreCure. Legendary moment. Loved it so much. Except for the fact that Cure Wing is not able to defeat an Lemborg by himself. Anyways, please share your opinion in the comment box below. Let's keep talking about it. And I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for standing by Magical Cinnamon. Thank you for making it possible for me to live my dream of having a place of my own. Thank you very much. And I am using the twinkle stick because I'm still waiting for my Sky Mirage to arrive. Girl. Anyways, babies, this is all for now. Just want to take this time to also thank you for watching it up until now. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!